Good evening, boys and girls. This is Dwight Renfield 86, and it is Saturday night. So, dudes, tonight we're gonna go over the top 12 titles from the 70s. And I know with the 80s horror flicks, I had 25 titles, but I'll be honest, I own a lot more 80s movies, and I don't own as many movies from the 70s, and I'm working on that. I got, I'll get some more titles, but yeah, I just went through here and I found 12 titles that are 70s movies that I just watch religiously out of my pile, and I'm gonna zip through them pretty fast. The first two may be, and there's probably like 3 titles that are just a little bit more on the rare side, but most of these are very obvious, so nothing too special about this. But this list does include my very favorite horror movie, which is the number 1 movie on this list, and please be on the lookout for my next video coming up, the top 50 underrated horror movies, movies that I believe don't get as much praise as they deserve. So I'm excited about that. A lot of titles to go over in that one, but this is the top 12 70s list, and we're going to dive into this bitch head first. First 2 flicks are of the Bigfoot nature. First, we have The Legend of Boggy Creek. Awesome type of documentary / found footage flick from the 70s. I love it. It takes place in Fork, Arkansas, and that's only like 3 hours from where I live. I'm going to get down there and visit them one day. Got to go see this Bigfoot museum, but just great stuff. And I always love the sequel, Return to Boggy Creek, and I'm really hoping that gets a DVD or a Blu-ray release real soon, because I kind of like the sequel better than this one. The sequel is more like an actual movie, but unfortunately there's not a legitimate copy of that out there. But this one's great too, Legend of Boggy Creek. If you hadn't seen it, check it out. Next is one of my very favorite made-for-TV flicks ever. That is Snow Beast. I think 1977. Fucking awesome movie about the Yeti, abominable snowman. Great kills and awesome, I wouldn't say a score, but awesome, scary noises take place when the kills happen, and every time someone gets killed, the screen turns red, and that's awesome. But I don't want to give too many spoilers away, but if you haven't seen that, give it a whirl. Snow Beast. Now some very obvious titles. Number 10 is The Exorcist. And, yeah, everybody knows, huh? I got to talk about that one. Once again, The Omen, same thing. This is the Steelbook 2-disc out of print edition. This is like the only movie I forgot to mention it, or actually a couple of them slipped by, but this was the one that I meant to say something about in my out of print DVD, and I grabbed the Hannibal Steelbook instead, which is not out of print, and I forgot to say something, so just thought I'd give a heads up about that. Dario Argento's Deep Red. Great fucking score from Goblin. Great kills. I mean, fantastic. Deep Red. Another great Argento. Suspiria. 2-disc. Blue Underground. Awesome fucking atmospheric witch film. Love it. Dawn of the Dead. Out of print Blu-ray. Grizzly. I haven't seen this in a while, but I remember the bear. It was an awesome, convincing, at least scary Kodiak. What I'm saying, Kodiak. It's a grizzly, but it's a real big grizzly. I was like, man, that's not a grizzly. It's a Kodiak bear. But the kills are very good in this movie, and awesome flick. Kind of slow, but got some damn good kills, and yeah, it's definitely the bear flick to end them all in my book. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Steelbook, 2-disc. This is like the second horror movie I ever bought. I got it when I was like 15 years old. Well, not the first horror movie, the first or second horror DVD I ever bought. I found this at Walmart for like $3.50 when I was like 15 years old, and I always cherished this particular steelbook. Great stuff. We got Peter Fonda in Race with the Devil. If you haven't seen this movie, fucking check it out. This movie is badass. This is when PG movies still had some balls. So, number 2, very obvious title, Halloween. This is the original artwork, of course. Good stuff. And now my very favorite flick of all time, Phantasm. Love this movie. Love Angus Scrimm. Love Reggie Bannister. Love the storyline. Love the music. I mean, as a kid, I'd been to a couple of funerals at early age, and, cemeteries and funeral homes always freaked me the hell out. So I put seeing this movie, I put it off for like a few years, and I didn't watch it till I was like 14, and I just really loved it. And I was like, There's nothing like Phantasm. But that's it for my top 12 titles from the 70s. If you haven't seen the few rare ones on there that I mentioned, please check them out. If you have a question, want me to do a deeper review on some of them, shoot me a comment. And be on the lookout for my top 50s underrated horror flicks. So it's Saturday night. Y'all enjoy the rest of the weekend and be safe, guys. Peace.